Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the final day of my art journaling advent calendar. It's Christmas Eve. I hope you're all excited. I hope you're all with your families and getting ready for a wonderful festive season. We have just the one little parcel to open, which is this one here. This one is very special. I made the little felt bags myself, and inside this one, I just open it up, we have a dip pen. Now this was made by my husband, so everybody that got an advent calendar will have got their own little handmade dip pen. You can see the nib at the top there, excuse my painty fingers, and this driftwood handle in all different shapes. So I've got a little felt lid on there as well for it to keep it safe in its little bag. I'm really excited to show you this one and to work with this for our final page in our journal. Okay, I really want to do a nice little sort of Christmassy line sketch today. I'm going to create a background. I've taken some of our papers that we got in the calendar. I'm just going to start off by putting a little bit of this in the background. So where's my matte medium today? Here we go. I love Christmas and I'm really excited. Christmas Eve for me is just as much as the day as Christmas Day itself, really, if that makes sense. We always have celebrated Christmas Eve. We always have a special dinner on Christmas Eve, which I'm really looking forward to later on. And yeah, it's just really feels it's just that lovely cozy feeling of having the family around me and getting ready for the day tomorrow, and all the excitement that comes with that in the morning. Everyone has their own kind of traditions. Ours is, we always have, oddly enough, Peking duck for our Christmas Eve meal. Something that we've done ever since I was little. And that the smell of that just is very Christmassy for me. So I'm looking forward to that later. I'm going to give this a quick dry. The gesso, that's going to give us a nice base to draw on. I don't want to cover up entirely those beautiful papers, so when I reach the I'm sort of doing a thicker layer and then just a very light layer over the top of some of that, and I'm just doing the same over here just to kind of unify the page together a bit. It'd be interesting to know what everyone else's traditions are for Christmas Eve. You can leave me a comment and tell me what it is that you're up to today. I've really enjoyed putting together this advent calendar for everyone, and for working in the journal, using the bits and bobs that I collected. sticking to that kind of winter theme. I've really enjoyed the whole process, and I hope that you have too. And I hope to do something similar again next year. Be back in a minute. Okay, that's dry. I've poured myself out some ink. This is walnut ink, so it's a brown colour, into this little well, ready for my little dip pen. Let's uncap that. I was thinking of something slightly festive, so I'm going to attempt, and attempt is the key word here, a pine cone with maybe some fur or something coming from it. So let's see how this goes. And I'm going to keep it kind of loose, and you can see how nice the dip pens work. You do have to carry on kind of keep dipping them in to the ink, but they draw nicely. They've got a nice point on them. My husband, he loves working with wood, and so when I said I was going to be putting together these calendars, it was actually his idea. He said, why don't I make some pens to go in there? And I thought, perfect, absolutely perfect. And they came out so beautifully that I had to make them the last little gift of the calendar. Something like that. I might put some shadow in it, but there's my pine cone. And then let's have some like fir needles, pine needles coming down. I have to turn my page, sorry. This one's lovely. It sits in my hand beautifully. The shape of the wood. And if you didn't manage to get your hands on an advent calendar, and you do fancy one of these pens, just let me know. I may think about putting some in my Etsy shop if there's an interest for them. Well, and if my husband's willing to make them. I should consult with him first, but yeah. Something like that. That's quite nice, I think. I'm going to just darken up a few areas in my pine cone to just create a little bit of shadow. In between the shapes. I don't do a lot of drawing in my journals. I draw a lot outside of my journals. I love drawing. I just forget to draw in my journal sometimes, and it's very therapeutic. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just enjoyable having a go and seeing what you can create and what you can draw. I might just to bring some of it over onto the other page is just put a few little sprigs of the pine over here too. There we go. I think something like that. I'm going to let that ink dry, and then I may just bring out our little metallic watercolours again just to finish off. Okay, I've made sure that that ink is definitely dry because I don't want it to smudge. And I'm just going to take some of the gold. Just go around the outside of that to just highlight it a bit. Just use a bit of water to then just soften it into that gesso. And a little bit over here as well. Ah, very nice. And then to finish off, I got some pom-pom trim, of course, and our, let me see, some of our words that came out of the calendar. I thought this one, Snuggle Inside with a Good Book, that kind of cozy feeling that you get with Christmas Eve. So let me just quickly dry the watercolours and we'll finish off. I've stuck my pom-pom trim on. I'm just sticking my words on. And there we have the finished last page of our Advent calendar journal. I really hope you've enjoyed this little series. Thank you so much for being there. Merry Christmas to you all. I hope you all have a wonderful festive period, and thank you so much for all of your support and encouragement. It's very much appreciated. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the new year. Bye.